EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. We just sit back and ask yourself, how do we pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Off play action. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Castro. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman. It's complete to Cruz. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Castro. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Freeman. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now the ball comes loose. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, the Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off play action. Freeman. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Freeman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw. Carson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Operating from the gun. Carson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fulton Jr. That's a gain of 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Off the play fake. Carson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick himself.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They need 2. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up third and 2.
Back to throw. Freeman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the gun, Carson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Packers.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man Cruz. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Carson. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Off the play fake. Carson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. A quick throw there is incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now he's going to step up and run. And down inside the 15 he goes. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll run on the ball. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Carson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll get this into the hands of the Doom Zone. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be a Bears 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Carson. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
14 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Packers' 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carson. Pass caught right side by Loveland. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Operating from the gun, Carson. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
20. Bears 14.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. He's got him in, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. This is caught. It's Cruz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for Packers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
27. Bears 14.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is Phillips yet again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A final shot before break. Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And here's the Cowboys running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Cowboys wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Drake London. He was a tough...
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes this in right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on third down, Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week one contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Back to throw. Freeman. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second down and 6 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down the left sideline. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Good footwork at the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Freeman. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Green Bay.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. And Freeman lost the football. Pop free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Phillips has it running the out route. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Off play action. Parson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Phillips. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Carson. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Thornton, 28 yards. And the Bears have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Now inside the 25. And they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 38, Packers 27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Second and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to have a Packers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
10 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. That's taken in by Golden. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
A gain of 4 yards. That's
stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive of 4 plays. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Packers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 38 now, his 2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Cruz. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Packers 34.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Out on the right, this is Cruz. Now 2nd and 5.
Number 85. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears 20.
Operating from the gun. Freeman. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
A pass complete to Odunze. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Carson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 18. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Carson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. Oh, that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
At the 11-yard line.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, Freeman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Packers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Green Bay.
Back to throw. Freeman. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Freeman.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're going for it with the option right. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.